Steve Gamache here with another Chef Knives to Go quick look product review, and in this edition we are looking at the Shiro Kamo R-2 Petty 90mm knife. And this line of knives has a core steel of R-2 powdered metallurgy stainless steel, which is a high quality fine grain stainless with very good edge retention. The heat treat rating on that core steel is about 62 to 63 Rockwell. Construction is a stainless steel multi-layered cladding over the top of that core steel, and they've etched it to bring out some dramatic layered effect, as you can really see those layers, and as well it has kind of a gunmetal gray kind of background tint to it. It's a pretty neat look. So it's a pretty dramatic looking blade. The weight is about 64 grams, 2.3 ounces. It's a light knife. And the blade length, these will all vary just a little bit from knife to knife, but it's about 92 millimeter, about 3.6 inches on the edge. Overall length, about 8.8 inches. The spine at the heel on this particular sample, above coming out of the handle, is about 2 millimeters. And then it thins down off of that a bit and then holds it. This is a very short knife, not a lot of distal taper here, but pretty much just holds that until you hit the grind of the knife. So the tip has actually got a little bit of meat to it right behind that edge. The blade height is about 30.5 millimeters on this particular sample at the back of the blade. And the handle is a nicely done octagonal rosewood with a black packawood handle or a ferrule on it. And the circumference on that's about 66 millimeters or 2.6 inches. So it's a little smaller than a standard size handle, but it is a smaller knife. Let's take a close-up look at this blade. It's got a really cool finish to it. And this is a nice core steel. These have excellent edge retention, and R-2 is not too hard to sharpen if you've got decent sharpening stones. And these come with an okay out-of-the-box edge. It was about a 5 out of 10 on my scale. Had some pretty good tooth or bite to it. Not extraordinarily sharp, but it was a serviceable out-of-the-box edge. It will, of course, get sharper. Here is the blade itself. And this one does have the ability to check out the layered nature of the blade. So this is what they call true sanmai, where you can see the layer going through the spine, versus waterkomi, which is where the spine has the cladding over it as well, so you do not see the layering. It's a nice curve here to the back of the edge, and it's got pretty good fit and finish on it. You've got a touch of sharpness to the spine on this, not a lot, and the curve here on the back of the blade, or the choil into the neck, is a little bit more relieved than that. So I'd say it's pretty well ready to go out of the box. Balance point, as you might guess, is going to be right in back here. And again, it's a stout blade. It's quite stiff, and it's got a real stout feel in the hand. It's fairly tall, so I wouldn't say it's a paring knife so much. I mean, you can do some in-hand work to it, but depends how big your hands are and how comfortable you are with that. So it's a little different than a true paring knife that are usually much shorter than this. So here you have an attractive blade. I'm not going to bother with a cutting board demo on this because you're probably not going to do much with that. It's got a fairly flat profile on it. So there you have a really high quality with good craftsmanship. These are well-made blades with a really interesting finish on it. The Shiro Kamo all stainless R-2 Petty 90mm knife.